It's a wonderful Friday morning, and you are welcome once again to our STEM series. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where in the world you're joining us from. We want to wish all our fantastic viewers a very happy new year. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here today. So my name is Estella Hildanaman, and I'm the coordinator for American Corner Abuba, and I'll be your moderator for this session. So American Spaces provides access to current and reliable information about the United States through book collections, internet access, events, and activities for everyone. As we have stepped into 2024, we can all agree that the landscape of productivity is evolving, and today's session is here to guide you through the latest technological tools that promise to boost your efficiency and take your productivity to the next level. So our facilitator for today is Mr. Godwin. He's a social media consultant and a digital strategist. So Mr. Gordon Gabler is a seasoned copywriter and social media marketer with over 80 years of proven industry experience. He has worked with hundreds of brands across Africa, Europe, and America. During the session, please type all your comments or questions in your comment box below, and they'll be well addressed. Thank you so much for staying with us. And now I'll hand it over to Mr. Godwin Gabler.
All right, thank you, Stella. And hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So today we want to look at ways to boost your productivity or tools, latest technological tools to boost your productivity in this new year. So I'll just share my slides now, and then we can get started. Great. So the first thing is we want to look at is the agenda for today's training. So the first slide will be on introduction. So we introduce you to the concept of productivity, what productivity is, and then we move on to the barriers for productivity in today's world. And then we look at the latest technological tools for productivity in 2024. And then we look at each of those tools in details, what they can do, the functionalities, and how to set them up. Then we conclude, and then we have the Q&As where you can ask your questions and then you get answers. So it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of learning today. Let's get started. Now, the first question is, what is productivity? How do you understand productivity? You can put your answers in the comment box, and then we'll read them out. Now, while you do that, so simply put, when we talk of productivity, we are looking at the total amount of work done by a team within a specified time. So if you give the same volume of work to, or you hire two different teams of the same capacity and you give them the same time to work on a project, and then team A is able to accomplish more of the project than team B, then it means team A is more productive than team B. So it's basically how much work a team is is capable of doing within a specified time as compared to others. So the more work they're able to do with the same resources and the same time than another team, that makes them highly productive. So what are some of the factors that affect productivity in today's digital world? Of course, we are looking at multitasking. We are looking at ineffective communication, where somebody has something to say or they have to give you an information so you can do your work, and then the information is not coming up as quickly or as timely as it should. Or even if it comes, it's not as complete as it should be. So you do something else, and then you have to go back and forth with the person trying to get the right information so you can finish up your project. All this affects your productivity in the long run. Then there is training gaps. So you are employed on a job, and then you're not getting the right training so you can do your work effectively. From time to time, you have to go back and ask for information, or you have to ask for new tips because you don't know how to do something when you could have been given a complete training from the onset, right? So all those things leave gaps in the productivity. Then there are security concerns. we all know that the advent of technology comes with its own security threats, right? On the internet, there are a lot of threats. There are ransomwares, there are viruses, and a lot of them that can affect your work online. So people are really concerned about security, and then also people can hijack your processes and then reduce the quality of your work. So you're not able to get more productive as you would want to be. Then there's ineffective leadership, where a lot of people are not able, a lot of leaders are not taking the right decisions, or they are not even available to take the decisions in the first place. They have a lot of things to do, so they are not able to fully focus on the leadership aspects of their work, right? So all those things affect productivity. If you have more of this, you can put them in the comment box. We'll read them. Estella, do you have any comments in the comment box? I know there'll be time for question and answer, but if you have some, you can just let me know, and then we'll read them out.
Okay, currently we have no comments yet. I mean, we have Madam Florence Abenatofa joining in. You're welcome, ma'am. And then we have Yao Amidio also joining from North Lagos. Yes, but I think that as we move along, they can drop in their comments.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Right.
Great. So now I want to look at the tools that we want to focus on for 2024 to improve your general productivity. The first we want to look at is Grammarly. Then we'll move on to Canva. We'll look at Quillbot. We'll look at Copy AI. We'll look at LastPass. Then we'll look at Coda, and then finally Google Business Profile. So these are the 7 tools we want to use to improve our productivity in the new year. Let's take them one after the other. So we have Grammarly. Now, Grammarly, you may have seen the ad on YouTube a lot of times, or you may have seen them. I think they run most of the ads on YouTube. So if you are you spend most of your time on YouTube, then you may have come across the ads a lot of time, right? So what they do is they are cloud-based writing assistants that helps you to proofread your content or your write-ups. They also help you by recommending content rewrites, and then also correct your spellings and then grammatical errors. And they do all this in seconds. So because it's a cloud-based tool, you don't have to install it on your phone or on your PC. Once you log in, you can actually use it online. It's an online tool, so you can use it online anytime, anywhere. You don't need to install it. You don't need to have a physical app running on your own laptop or on your phone. Now, this tool is very powerful, and it's good for those who do a lot of proposals, a lot of writing. Maybe if you do content writing, you use blog posts to promote your business, or you use social media to promote your business, you may do a lot of writing. So if you're not sure about your write-ups, or you want to make sure your write-ups are clear in terms of grammar, spelling, and all those things, then Grammarly is the best tool for you, because it can streamline your writing process and cut your editing time into half. Like if you spend 20 minutes on editing a text, you can use Grammarly to spend with Grammarly, you can spend 2-3 minutes to do that. You don't have to think, you don't have to go get a dictionary to find words and the spelling and all of that with Grammarly. So here are some of the functionalities that they have. Grammarly has advanced grammar checks. So of course, we know our minds are limited when it comes to these things, because you're not able to grasp all the concepts of grammar yourself. So if it comes to looking for advanced grammar issues in your write-ups, you may not be able to identify them. But then with Grammarly, because it has all the rules embedded in it, it can determine where you have an error in your write-up, and then it will pop it up for you. They have the option to accept suggestions, or you can change it yourself. Then if you have spelling mistakes, you can also check that. Then it also detects the tone of your essay or your write-up. So if you write something and then you are expecting that it to sound casual, it can tell you that what you've written doesn't sound casual. It rather sounds formal, or it sounds too serious. So then you can tone it down. You can rewrite things so it sounds the way you want it to sound. And that brings us to the tone adjustments. Like I said, it can help you change the tone of your whole write-up So it sounds the way you want it to sound. Then there's plagiarism checks. So if you, this is mostly for academic works. If you're in academia, you want to make sure that what you're putting out there is not exactly what somebody has. So Grammarly, the pro version, which is the paid version, has a tool that allows you to check to see if the content or your write-up has some elements of it that belongs to somebody else. Then you can change that. Then you can integrate it into your phone. So you don't have to always use it on your laptop. You can have it on your phone. So when you have Microsoft Word or any browser or Google Docs on your phone, you can integrate Grammarly easily, and then you can use that for your editing work. So I'm just going to show you how it works. Yeah, so this is Grammarly at work here. So this is a text, and then I have the Grammarly plugin here. This is the Grammarly plugin, so you can insert it into your browser, and then it will work in anywhere that you can type, right? So the Grammarly plugin is here. So when I click here, it gives me Grammarly suggestions. So it tells me that there's a place that I chose a wrong word. It says continue. So when you click on it, it takes you to where you did that. And then you can accept, you can either accept or you change it yourself. And then when you look here, it gives me the tones. So you can adjust the goals for this. So it's saying the delivery, I delivered the message correctly. I made it more engaging, and there's clarity, but the clarity is not full. So I can make it a lot clear. And then the correctness of your English, it's 100%. So it checks all that for you, right? And all in one tool for checking your grammar and spelling. The next tool we want to look at is Canva. Now, Canva has come to revolutionize the world of design, graphic design, video editing, and all of that. With Canva, you can do graphic design with simple drag and drop features. You don't have to do anything complex. You don't have to be a designer. You don't have to be a video editor to use Canva. Once you start using it, you'll be able to create things yourself. You can design. So it has completely customizable templates that you can use to design flyers. You can even design websites and then just upload them to your host. It also has video editing ability where you can edit videos for your social media. You can edit books and design books. You can design labels for your products. You can also put brand templates. So these brand templates are, if you have, maybe if you are a business owner, you want to have a brand template where you can share your Canva logins with anyone, and then they'll be able to design with the same colors, the same logo, without you giving them that information. You can create brand templates where somebody can just go there and they have everything in there. So they just put the elements together and then they design what you want them to do. So here is how Canva looks like. This is Canva. This is Canva. So as you can see, it has a lot of properties. So you can design, you can do presentations with Canva. You can do social media posts. And when it comes to social media, all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, it will give you the dimension for the platforms and then also give you elements. So I'll just quickly try a social media post. So we see how the various options and that. So we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn and all that. So I'll just select Instagram post and then we can see the various templates. So something like this. And because it's drag and drop, you don't really need any expertise in this. You just have to have minute design understanding. You must understand how elements of design work, and then you're okay. So when you come here, you can look at, you can look for templates. So there are lots of templates I can select from. Maybe I'll go for this. Then you can change the color. You can change every single thing here, the images, the color, the text. You can change every single thing. You can change the color of the text. You can change the color of the text to anything you want, and then change these images. Do anything you want. You can completely customize this to look like exactly what you want. So with this, if you don't have a graphic designer on your team, you can handle most of the graphics. That's if you don't do graphic heavy projects where you need a lot of graphics in a day. You can use this tool to cut your wait time in half, and then do a lot of other things on your own. Now, Canva is both free and paid. If you have the free version, you will not be able to use the premium elements. But then if you have the paid version, you have full access to it. And I think it starts from as low as $9.99 per month and up to about $19.99 per month. The next tool is Quillbot. Now, Quillbot has also run a lot of ads on YouTube, mostly. So if you see Grammarly ads, then you are likely to also see Quillbot ads on YouTube. Now, what Quillbot does is that it's similar to Grammarly, but then it helps you rewrite the whole content. So it's mostly used for paraphrasing. You have a content somewhere, you have an article somewhere, you have a copy somewhere, and then you want to use the same thing to create a new version. So you can use for another purpose. You can use Quillbot. You just put in the text there, and then it rewrites with different tones for you. Now, Quillbot also has some other functionalities. The first and major one is that it has a paraphraser, which can rewrite for you. Then it also has a grammar checker, just like Grammarly, but it's a bit more advanced. And then it also has plagiarism checker, like Grammarly also has. And then it has a summarizer. So if you have a long text that you want to summarize into a couple of lines so you can understand or read easily, we can use its summarizer for that. Then you can use the translator as well, which can translate over 100 languages. And then it has a citation generator to generate citations for your academia or academic documents. Then you can integrate it into your MS Word. You can also integrate it into your Google Docs, so it's easy for you to use. Now, here is a practical use case of Quillbot. So this is how the Quillbot interface looks like. This is how it looks like. So you can put a text, any text in here. So you can write something, or you can put a text here, and then it will paraphrase it for you. So there are lots of tones. You can select a standard tone, fluent. You can make it more fluent. You can go for formal tone, academic. You can make it simple. You can make it creative. You can expand it so it becomes longer than the original, or you can shorten it. So I'll just go for fluency, and then I'll paraphrase it. So when you paraphrase it, it rewrites for you. Now, as you move, the higher you go in terms of this, the more synonyms that will be used. So for this, the fluency gives you lower number of synonyms. So I think there are only 3 things here that have been changed in this sentence. Now, if I wanted to use more synonyms, I just have to switch this up. So once you see this up, it will increase the number of synonyms used, and it will change the sentence altogether for you. Now, if you want to also check grammar, you can copy the text, go to a grammar checker, and then just type it in there. And mind you, when it comes to the grammar checker, there are various variations of the language here. You can go for British English, Australian English, Canadian English, or American English, and it will use the rules to check your grammar for you. Then there's a plagiarism checker, the summarizer, and the translator. You can try the translator as well. So it can dictate the language just like most translators do. And then you can convert to all of these languages here, about 60 or 80 languages. can select any of them. Right. Okay. So the next tool we want to look at. The next tool we want to look at is Copy AI. Now, Copy AI is a cloud-based AI tool that helps you to write any form of content from scratch with a prompt. So with Copy AI, you can write anything. It's an AI tool, and it's also a cloud-based tool. So you can use it to write any copy, be it a blog article, social media post, an email, a letter, whatever. You just give it a prompt, and then it will give you the exact write-up you want. So with this, you don't have to go get a secretary for your business. You can do most of the things yourself. Now, Copy AI also has a lot of functionalities. Like I said, it has blog post writing ability. It has an AI chat option where you can actually chat with it, just like ChatGPT. You can ask it questions and then it will answer for you. Then you can use it for writing emails. You can use it for social media content writing, website copywriting, sales copy, and templates. It has templates that you can edit. Then it also has brand voice detection abilities. So you can put your text in there and it will determine, it will copy the brand voice. So you can use that tone to write in the future. So if you have written some things in the past and you want the future write-ups to be of the same tone as that, you just insert it into Copy AI and then it will capture the tone and save it. So once you want it to write something, you just call on that tone and then it will replicate it for you. So here is how the Copy AI interface looks like. This is how it looks like. Now I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to start a new chat so you can see how it works. All right, great. So you can just ask it, hi, and then it will answer and tell you, it will ask you questions, to answer and ask you more questions. So I can say, write so here it says no brand voice because there is no brand voice for this yet. I haven't set up a brand voice. There are a lot of brand voices here, but I decided not to use any now. When I click, you see I have a lot of brand voices. So you just enter and then it will take a few seconds and then it will give you the results you need. So it writes for you. So it's more like ChatGPT, but then this one is more geared towards copy and content writing. So it's mainly trained for writing content for you. And it has a lot of tools, right? It has a lot of, there is a library where you can get templates and all that. Yeah. The next tool is LastPass. Now, one of the issues with, one of the problems we all have is keeping our passwords. I mean, it gets to a point where you have a lot of passwords that you keep forgetting which one works for which one, which website or which platform. So you are mostly worried, and then you have to reset your password all the time. Now with LastPass, you don't need to reset your password, and you don't have to save your passwords in your browser's default storage, where it's easy for hackers to actually log in. And also when people have access to your PC, they can go there and copy the password. So with LastPass, it's a vault that stores all your passwords at one place, but it stores them with various layers of security. So you have only one password. You have to remember the password for LastPass itself. So you call that one the master password. Once you're able to remember the master password, you can get access to all your passwords. Now, the interesting thing about it is that when you open a website, if you have LastPass set up on your laptop or your phone, and then you open a website where you are supposed to input your password, it automatically inputs the password, but there's no option for you to view the actual password that you put in. You only see the hidden version of it, right? And then also you can share that password with a team member. So you can create LastPass access for somebody else to use your account without logging in through password. So once they have access to your LastPass account and you share the logins with them, they can open a website and then the passwords will pop up automatically. They don't have to type it in. So they won't see your actual password because the actual password won't show. It will just be the hidden version of it. So it has a password generator as well. If you feel you don't know, you don't know how to create secure passwords, it can generate passwords for you. Then it has a secure password sharing option, like I said. So you can share passwords with other people. So you don't have to give them, you don't have to remember the password to share it with other people. You can just share the login through LastPass with them and then they get access to it. Then there's a master password, which you use to access the platform. And once you have that one password, you can get access to all your passwords. Now, every year, there is a request for you to change your master password to make it more secure, right? And then it also has the dark web monitoring option. Now, if you don't know what the dark web is where a lot of the bad things happen. It's like the deeper part of the internet, where a lot of secret transactions and then where a lot of the bad transactions go, where hackers go to buy tools and all that. So when people actually leak your password on the dark web, so other people can go and use that to enter your platforms. So with this tool, it can monitor the dark web to see if your password reflects somewhere else. That is, if in case you use the password somewhere else on an insecure website, and then it can lead people to attack you. It will do that and it will give you notification that your 2 passwords appeared or 3 passwords appeared on the dark web. So you can change the passwords. Then it also has multi-factor authentication. So with a multi-factor authentication, you can set up different, okay. Yeah, you can set up different levels of protection for your password. I'm trying to restart my video. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's it about LastPass. So LastPass has a lot of functions and it's good for those who have a lot of passwords that they can actually remember them all the time. The next tool is Coda. Now, Coda is a project management tool, which is now quite popular because it was launched some few years back and they don't be doing a lot of marketing, but then they are very strong. They have a lot of options and a lot of tools that you can use for managing your project. So basically, it's a multi-purpose document editing app that has features similar to Word, spreadsheets, and presentation software. So it has all of this embedded into it, right? So there are options, there are tools that you can use to create tables, to track work done, and then for project management as well. Here is the interface of Coda. I'll of course show you an actual interface so you see how it works. So it can be used for task management. It has task management abilities. It has document editing abilities. It can also be used for spreadsheets. So as you can see in the image here, you can select, you can give tasks to people, you can issue tasks to people. So they can mark where they are, the stage they are, if they just started or it's yet to start, or they finished, or you want to block that task, you can do all of that in here. And then you can use it for data analysis. It also has forms. So if you want to create forms for people to fill, just like you have Jot form and the rest, this app also has forms that you can fill. So this is how it looks, basically. Great. So this is how Coda looks. This is Coda. So these are the options you have. You can add timer. You can add a FT calendar, you can add expense tracker, team, you can add team members, you can add sentiments, you can add to-do lists, you can add forms. So once you type, there are lots of tools. So you can just start the alphabet and then it will tell you the options that are available. So you can add article tracker, account tab. You can do a lot of things with Coda actually. So this is a table I created with Coda just for this purpose. Yeah, so you can do a whole lot of things with Coda, right? Good. The next thing we want to look at is, and the final one is Google Business Profile. Now, this is a free tool, and I'm surprised that a lot of people don't know the benefits of this tool. They are either aware, but they don't think it's important, or they just don't they just don't see or they don't know about it, right? But Google Business Profile is a very powerful tool, and it's completely free for you. With this tool, you can register your business on Google Search and Maps. So when people search for particular keywords, your business pops up with your contact details. So the screenshot here shows exactly how your business pops up on search results with Google Business Profile. Now, Google Business Profile gives you business listing ability, so you can list your business practically on Google Search and then on Google Maps. So someone can use the map to come to your house or your shop and buy from you. Then it has free website development option where you can develop a free website with a Google Business Profile. But mind you, this is a free website, so it is not a full website. It's not a hosted website. It's just a free version of website. You can do a lot of things with it. And also, Google is taking away this option, this free website development from, I think, March or April 2024. So from April, you won't be able to have that anymore. Then it has social media for updates. So there's a part of Google Business Profile where you can update just like you do for Instagram, Facebook, and the rest. You can post new things. If you are going for, if you have a promotion going on, you can post it there. So when somebody searches for your Google Business Profile, they can see the new promotions you have, the offers you have, what is going on with your business, your pictures, and all of that. Then there's an option for people to book you directly on Google Business Profile. You can also track calls because you can put your number there so people call you through Google Business Profile. So you'll be able to track the calls to see how many people are calling you from Google searches. Then there is a search analytics. So it gives you every month you have an overview of what is going on your dashboard. You can check how many people viewed, how many people called, how many people asked for direction, how many people asked to view your images, and all of that. So this will help you to realign your search strategies or to realign your profile so it can give you more results. Then again, it has service listings. So if you are a business that is into services, you can list all your services and the prices, and you can link them to various pages on your website. So this is a very powerful tool, and it's completely free. To me, it's even more powerful than social media to an extent because a lot of people search on Google for these things. And when somebody's searching for an information on Google, it means they're really interested in it. So it's easier for you to convert them than on social media. So finally, the last thing we want to do is to look at how to set up a Google Business Profile. Because for me, I feel this is something very powerful. Google Business Profile is a powerful tool. So I'll just share my my personal account so you see what I mean. So this is my business profile. This is my account. So there are a lot of businesses in there. So when you look at this business that is listed, yeah, network is a bit slow. All right, but then you can see the statistics are here. So you can see the statistics, and then you can add photos. You can add an update. Like I said, you can add updates, like just like your social media. You can even create a custom email for your business. You can create offers so people can buy the offers right on your Google profile. Then, so this is the performance I was talking about, the statistics, so you can see what is going on. So this is for a quarter, actually. So there were 249 business profile interactions, which is free. No, we didn't pay for this. It's completely free. And out of that, 160 people viewed the business profile. 50 searches showed your profile, and the keywords they use, they all show there, right? The keywords they use, they'll show there, so you can know what to optimize it for. Then when it comes to calls, you see the number of calls that came through. There was one call only. Okay. And you see the bookings, see directions. So 247 people requested for directions. So they went to the shop to buy, right? And this is free. We didn't pay for any of this. So Google profile, business profile is a powerful tool. And I think everyone should be able to set it up today. If you don't have, even if you have, you should be able to improve it so you get the best out of it. So here is how to set up your Google business profile. So I will just do it practically here. Because I have an account already, I'm going to add a business in my account. So if you have a Gmail account, you need your Gmail to create a business account. So you go to sign in, and then it will sign you in. That's if you're signed in on your browser already. If you're not signed in, you have to enter your email, your Gmail password, and your Gmail to log in. Then you can create a business. So I'll add a new business here, adding a single business. So you enter the name of your business. Okay, let me just create something. Great, so go heavy, travel and tour. Then you select the business category that you want. So mine is the travel. So once you type, it will show you the possible. Okay, so it's a tour agency. So I'll just select tour agency, then click on next. So do you have a physical location? If you have a physical location, you select yes. But note that if you select yes, you would have to be at the exact location where your business is located, because you'll have to set up the map. So there's an option for you to set up the map where you set up exactly where your location is located. So somebody can use the map to drive to your shop or your office and interact with you. So okay, let's use that option. So I'll select yes. And then you have to enter your business address. So the country, Ghana, the street address, just generating something too. Once you're done, you click on next. So they'll ask you for this. And then they'll ask you, what they're asking here is because there is Medina Social Welfare, they're already listed. They're asking if this business is mine, so I can claim it, right? But because it's not mine, I'll just say this doesn't match. Then I'll move on. So now I have to pinpoint where exactly I'm located, right? So I have to adjust it. But this is something you can do. It's easy, you just locate where your street is, and then you select it. So I'll just select anywhere here for now. So once you're done, you click on next. Do you provide deliveries of home and office visits? If you do that, you have to select it. If not, you say no. then you enter the areas where you serve. So if you only serve a certain areas in the city or in the country, you type them here. So because we are travel and tour, we serve the whole country. So we are going to leave it open. Then you enter your number in the website. Then you click on next. But because I don't want to do that, I'll click on skip. Now, if you don't put your number here, it won't show. It won't show on your profile. So if people see your business, they won't be able to interact with you because they can call you. So it's actually important to add your phone number. But your website is optional. If you don't have a website, you can leave it. So I'm going to skip this. Great. Now you have to be verified. Okay, well, it's verified. So the next step is for me to complete. So add the services, add the tours, the cities, the groups, and all that, the customer service and everything. So the rest of it is just setting up your account. You add pictures, you add your first post and all of that, right? Basically, that is how to set up the Google business account. So the steps are here. The steps are here. You can go, you can use this. The website is business.google.com, or you can just search Google Business in Google and then to give you the link. So you can sign in and follow the steps to set up your own Google Business account. Right, so that is it. Now, finally, the things we look at today, we look at using Grammarly for editing your written content, then using copy AI to generate scripts and copy with prompts. So with a few prompts, you can generate copy, scripts, and content using copy AI. And then you use Canva to design your posts, your videos, and your flyers for promotional purposes and for growing your business. You can use Quillbot to rewrite content that exists on other platforms, or you can translate or correct them with Quillbot as well. Then use LastPass to store all your passwords safely in case you can't actually remember passwords frequently. And then use Coda for task and project management. And then use Google Business Profile to generate leads and sales for your business in 2024. So these 7 tools will be able to help you improve your productivity in 2024, and of course, start making great sales in your business and your personal life. So I think I'll hand over now to Estella, so we can take the questions and answers.
Hey, thank you so much, Jordan. Well, this has been very, very, very comprehensive, like taking us through all these particular platforms. And we have a lot of questions coming in from our participants. We're so glad you are here. Thank you for sharing your comments. So I'm going to start with Madam Florence. She said she used to use Grammarly, but she has stopped. And she's going back to it. She didn't know that there was a usage of the tone feature. So she's asking this question, that is the tone feature a paid one?
Yes, it's a paid one. So the tone feature is part of the paid package. Without that, if you're not paying for the premium, you only get like the basic grammar tweaks, spelling tweaks, and all that. But with the paid one, you get all the advanced features, which includes the tone as well.
Okay, so there we have it. The tone feature is a paid one. Yeah, so another question coming in. This is from Yao, and he's asking, how safe is the LastPass app?
All right. So in my experience, LastPass has been solid. There have been some issues about them in the past, I think around 2011 and 2021, where some of their information was leaked. But overall, I think it's safer. It's safer than just keeping your logins in your browser, because the browser is easy to access. If you're storing your passwords in the browser, it's easy to access. So LastPass has been more secure for me, especially if you're using the paid version. There's a free version and a paid version. Yes.
Okay, so So there's a paid version and a free version. So the paid version is more secure. Is that what you're saying?
In my experience.
Your experience. Okay. So I think that we have that question answered. And there's a comment from Delight. He's asking why ChatGPT is not part of the tools.
Okay. So I didn't add ChatGPT because it's ChatGPT is broader. It's like it does a whole lot of things. It's not created for a particular purpose, right? So because I want to be able to touch on particular purpose usage of these tools, I left out ChatGPT. Now, Copy AI is built on the GPT model, right? But it is trained to write content. So because I already have Copy AI and the other tools there, I decided not to use ChatGPT. But of course, you can still use the new GPT, which is a great tool.
Okay. Right.
The only thing I feel is, let me just add something. With ChatGPT, you have to train it further to do particular tasks for you, right? And I think that's a lot of work for people because they need to know the prompt, the right prompts and all of that to use. So I just narrowed it down to these particular ones.
Okay. So thank you for that response as well. So there we have a Delight. The next question is from Mr. Yao. He's asking if Google Business Profile is free. Is it entirely free or it also has a paid version and then a free version?
No. Google Profile is free. It's actually, when you go to Google, it will tell you, when you go to your Google, you try to open the account, they tell you this is completely free because people charge people to do that for them and Google doesn't want that. So it's completely free, yeah.
Okay, so it's entirely free, okay. Yeah, so another question coming in from Revolution of Africa. Is it possible for someone to claim ownership of your Google Business Profile without your knowledge? And if so, what steps can be taken to prevent unauthorized claims?
Yes, it's possible. That's if you don't have access to the account. Like sometimes maybe people are consistently mentioning your business on Google searches and all that, or sometimes someone created a business without actually claiming it, or the name is listed on Google Maps. So you have to create a Google Business Profile to claim that that map destination so that it appears on your profile. So if you don't do that, somebody else can claim it. Just like I tried opening an account and they're asking me to claim that other business. So in order to prevent that, you have to already, if you have a Google business that is listed on the map, which is a separate thing, you can create a business profile to claim it yourself. So that before somebody claims it, they'll have to have access to your phone number or your email in order to access it, right? But without that, if you don't have the account, they can easily access it and then they'll claim it for themselves.
Wow. So does it mean that, so with regards to the Google profile, it means that with your phone number and email, is that all that is needed to be able to claim someone's account, or there's any other thing that is added to it?
No, if you want to claim someone's, I'm saying that if the person already has a Google business account that is linked to the business on the map, then it's difficult for another person to claim it. But without that, it's easy for the person to claim. They just have to provide an email and a phone number and they'll claim it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that response as well. I think we are having some few minutes to wrap up, but just a last question. You touched on the Coda platform. Is it also free? And I also saw that there was a part where there was an SMS list. How does that work?
So Coda is both free and paid, but the paid version gives you a lot of tools. And then you mentioned an SMS list.
Yes.
No, so what you saw there is like a copy, something that I was written. I created a table and I put in the text over there.
Oh,
right,
okay.
Yeah, but you cannot use it to send SMS. Instead, you can use it to host like content. You can use it to host files. You can use it to, you can even have a table for managing your tasks and then your team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for touching on that too for us. So yeah, we have to just close the curtains for today's session, but it has been really, really been interactive. Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin Gabler, for guiding us through this insightful practical session, as well as our participants who joined in. You made it very engaging. Thank you for dropping your questions. We hope everything has been well addressed. And so with that, on that note, we can, take up all these tools that we have learned from today's session and use it to boost our productivity this year and beyond. So thank you all once again for joining us today. Before ending today's program, I want you to know about an amazing online resource that you may find helpful. This is the eLibrary USA. The eLibrary USA is a state-of-the-art digital library with 9 premier electronic databases that include digital newspapers, magazines, journals, videos, and dissertations. So usually this resource is only available to use in person at our American spaces. But with the global pandemic, we are opening up access to this amazing resource. If you are interested, sign up using the link that can be found in the comments section below. So this program was proudly brought to you by the U.S. Embassy Ghana, American Corner Boba, in partnership with Mobile Web Ghana. And that concludes our program. Please do want to subscribe to this channel as well, so that anytime we have a program, you can receive a notification. So thank you all for joining us today. Till we come your way again, have a wonderful weekend. Bye.